Talked about the FDA banning food dyes earlier this week. Make that one make sense. That's totally fine. But also, okay, because we're heading into the treat season, we just got off of Thanksgiving up here in Canada. But no, we just got out of Halloween. So yeah, if your kids, okay, or if you also have a couple of candies that are around here that the FDA is recalling, I mean, just go ahead and take these precautions, okay? First and foremost, it's like having a bunch of candy. I mean, it's kind of impossible to avoid in the upcoming and in the previous, during this time of the year, in the last half of the year, okay? It's around a lot, okay? So yeah, if you have anything, but specifically candy, it is popping up in these places containing banned ingredients linked to cancer. Popular candy sold across the United States is being recalled for containing a banned ingredient linked to cancer. Golden Crop Candy, which is imported from China by New York-based Blooming Import Incorporated, was found to contain acid red 18 as a colorant. Okay, the candies, which are described as having a golden color and sweet aroma, are predominantly stocked at Asian food stores. I mean, like, I don't know, what's this, off-brand Haribo? Is that the shit? I don't know, man. All of those stuff, I haven't had candy in a very long time, and like all of that Haribo and that Pocky shit, like, bro, I know that Europeans look at like Cadbury and what's the other shit, Nestle is just garbage, but I mean, it's better than I think you give it credit for. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm just waxing fantastic on something I haven't tasted in a minute. But the dye, which, yes, is mainly used in manufacturing for dye materials such as leather, plastic, wood medicine, and cosmetics, okay, has been banned in the United States with studies linking it to hyperactivity and cancer. Candies were also found to contain dyes Blue 1 and Red 40, which are on the FDA's list of approved additives, but are not listed on the product label, and those are 2 of the 5 or 6 food dyes that are on their way out, that are going to be phased out before the beginning of 2027. Used in the American food supply for decades to give treats an appealing hue, in recent years concerns have been raised over health effects of food dyes, including animal studies suggesting that they can cause hyperactivity, cancer, and other health problems. European countries have already banned them or heavily restricted their use, requiring warning labels disclosing the health risk. The FDA knows that some individuals might have allergies to color additives and therefore should be clearly labeled on products. And yeah, I think down here, yeah, here you go. Okay, so here's what you can generally look for. Okay, if you get these, it's not exactly like those look terribly appetizing, but I guess you might be tricked by going, oh, see, it's pure cane sugar, that means that it's better. Bro, it's still sugar after all. But Blooming Imports Incorporated initiated a recall of 10-ounce Golden Crop candy, which were distributed in 8 U.S. states: New York, Pennsylvania, Maryland, New Jersey, Massachusetts, Missouri, Delaware, and Texas. The affected products, yeah, all of that stuff right there. You can see the product codes if you're so inclined. I'm not reading out 10 digits, for Christ's sakes. You go ahead and look if you're so inclined. But 74 cases of compromised candies distributed to stores, but it is unclear how many bags of sweets were in each case. But yeah, exactly. At this point in time, and especially with the conversations around banning of food dyes recently and earlier this year, it just goes to show you, man, that people are starting to pay more attention to what's in their food as opposed to what their food tastes like. Because yeah, you can go ahead and get an appealing presentation, you can go ahead and still get an appealing taste if it doesn't have all of these other chemicals that are in it. So yeah, it might take a minute, and obviously it's going to take a long time to reverse all of the damage that all of the bad health advice has provided over the past few generations, but we're finally on the right track. America is catching up to some of the smarter decisions that the rest of the world has made. And yes, we're not just making the world healthy again, we're making America healthy again, and we're making the next generation healthier than several previous generations. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.